Publix is an American institution that proudly serves millions of customers, especially down here in Florida. One of their most unique products is a series of customizable sandwiches called Pub Subs that have been popular for decades and are way better than anything Subway currently has to offer. I'll be trying all 12 of the ones available on their menu. Let's get into the video.
Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
First off, we have jerk turkey right here. You can see the plainness. We're just gonna go in. Honestly, this is just your standard turkey sub with honey mustard. I'm not complaining. I know not everyone likes turkey because it's too dry, and not everyone would like honey mustard, but me personally, I like both of those things. So I think this is making a pretty good combination. I'm going to put it, honestly, at B tier. I think it's more A tier vibes, but I can understand that not a lot of people would really like the honey mustard and turkey. Havana Bold. This is pretty much just a standard ham and cheese pub sub with a little bit of a spice to it. Look-wise, nothing crazy. Off the bat, what I can tell you is that the Chipotle Gouda cheese and the Chipotle ham have a nice little spicy kick to it. I liked the Havana Bold, although I will say the flavor was just a little bit intense. And for me, when I'm eating a sandwich, I don't want to feel like I'm fighting to enjoy it. And when you have spicy things sometimes, it's literally just a struggle just to enjoy it. And then once it's done, it kind of unsettles. For that reason, I'm going to put the Havana Bold on the same tier as Turkey Gold, just be basically signifying that it's something that I personally enjoyed, but I understand that not everyone would enjoy. Fireball. Firesmith Chicken. This one's a beauty. Chicken is less dry than turkey. Second thing is the bacon and the barbecue sauce that's included within the sandwich really takes it to that next level where you get that bit of sweetness, but you also get the saltiness from the bacon. Overall, I'm going to say that the Firesmith chicken sandwich was very good. I think the only reason you wouldn't like it is if you have a particular dislike of either chicken or barbecue sauce. So I'm going to put the Firesmith chicken A tier.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised.
The Philly cheesesteak sub. I know that a lot of people don't like mushrooms. I personally like mushrooms, and I think that in order to have a complete Philly experience, you're going to need mushrooms in there. So I did include that. The mushroom presence is a little bit strong, but the bits of meat that I'm getting are really flavorful. It's really good. A normal Philly is a little bit more greasy. It has a little more cheese and meat. If you're looking for an exact replica of a Philly cheesesteak, you're not really going to find it with this. However, if you're in that mood, but also constrained by the fact that you have to do things at Publix and you can't really go anywhere else, it'll be a fine substitute. So I am going to put it in A tier because I really did enjoy it and I think that it holds its own weight.
And Jemima pancakes.
Maple honey turkey. It is very aesthetically pleasing and we're just going to go in. The honey within the turkey is really getting rid of that dryness. In my opinion, it had an almost perfect blend of saltiness and sweetness that went really well. I'm going to put it S tier.
Now I know how a meatball feels.
The meatball marinara sub, as you could see by that little stain. It looks like the sandwich got, murdered or stabbed and it's just bleeding out. But I'm going to just go into, I guess you would say, the dry side and see what's up. It's pretty much inedible in the sense that it's so messy that you kind of lose control of the sandwich. I like to have a sense of control, and other meatball subs that I've tried do a better job of this. The ones that I've had from Publix, it's mushy, it is sloppy, and you can't really get a grasp on it. For that reason, I'm going to put it in C tier.
What's wrong, McFly? Chicken?
Chicken Cordon Bleu. It's a mix of chicken breast slices. It has ham in it. It has Swiss cheese, and it also has a bit of bacon. There's a lot in here, a lot of different flavors, a lot of different personalities at the same time. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a pretty even ratio of ham and chicken. However, I'm going to say that the ham is a lot stronger because ham, as a general rule, is a lot more of a flavorful meat. I got this one half for the review, but if I were to get a whole version of this, it would be a really good value for the money. The Gouda cheese on it was phenomenal. Just everything about this sandwich. I'm going to put it S tier. It has been by far the best pub sub I've had out of the 7. I think with the exception of maybe one sandwich, this one is going to be really hard to top. Hot Chipotle chicken. When the lady was making this for me, I'm just going to say my thoughts on it was that it was pretty much just a chicken tender pub sub with a different name. And there's not really much that distinguishes it besides, I guess, the explicit promise that it's spicy. And this sandwich is messy. I don't know why Publix has this as an option if they literally have a special subsection of just different chicken tenders, and I think they already have a spicy version of the chicken tender on the separate sheet. So is that a bad thing? No, absolutely not. I love a chicken tender pub sub. I'm going to keep in mind that not everyone likes spicy things, and not everyone will enjoy this when they can just have a non-spicy version of a chicken tender. So for that reason, I'm going to put it in A tier. Today is Friday, and as a Catholic, you're not allowed to have any cut of meat except for fish. It's for that reason that the next 2 pub subs I'm about to show you guys are vegan/vegetarian options. The first one we have here is Tex-Mex. I don't have the black burger part present. This is pretty much a sandwich of veggies with vegan cheese on it. I got vegan Swiss, and we're going to take a bite, see how it is. I don't know if you guys could see it, but there's guacamole in here, which is what the sandwich normally brings. And that's what's strongest about it so far. When you go to a restaurant, I don't know if you've ever had the loaded nachos that they might have available. It'll include things like cheese, like olives, like lettuce, like sour cream, guacamole, and they'll just put all the vegetables together and form that one combination. It felt like I was eating that in bread form. It was actually pretty decent. The one thing I will say is that vegan cheese and vegan meat is a scam. If you want to have real meat and real cheese, we were given real meat and real cheese. For that reason, I'm going to put the Tex-Mex at C tier. I think it was better than the meatball sub. However, it doesn't hold a candle compared to all the other subs.
Haram!
Spicy falafel. It's actually a pretty good sandwich. I watched a guy make it. I was very impressed. And this is a more vegetarian option. In fact, I think falafel itself is vegan. The person who made this for me loaded it up like crazy. Let's get into it. The falafel itself is pretty good. I wish that this was warmer. Honestly, I'm very surprised by how much I like the spicy falafel. The thing is that it's not so spicy. And honestly, all the vegetables that I got for it made it a really good sandwich, a really good combination. So for that reason, I'm actually going to put it at B tier.
Would you like to sample our vegan bacon? 100% meatless.
Yes, please.
Turkey Club, also known as meatless turkey. Similar to the other options I had Friday. If you're vegan, vegetarian, this will be something for you. I don't know if the camera is doing it justice, but literally when the lady was making it for me, the meat itself looked super fake. The cheese itself looked super fake. I don't think this is going to come out very good, but you never know. There you have the fake bacon. It tastes kind of like chewy, plasticky. Something's not right about this. Just so you can see the torture that I'm enduring. Honestly, there's nothing positive to say about the sandwich other than the fact that it's an option. If you're vegan and you want something to eat from the pub sub menu, I honestly wouldn't recommend it because there are 2 better options, the Tex-Mex and the spicy falafel. You're literally better off getting bread with vegetables and then olive oil. As I had more of the sandwich, the meat actually got worse. Overall, the sandwich is an abomination of God and everything that God created. We have dominion over the animals. I'm going to put the vegan turkey club sandwich at D tier. Out of all the 11, this one by far is the worst. To end the video on a positive note, we have the chicken tender pub sub. More than anything else, I'm just having this to get that vegan bologna out of my mouth. I just do chicken tender with real Munster cheese, and I do mayonnaise along with lettuce and olives. Let's try the chicken tender. This is a godsend, in my opinion. Apart from the chicken cordon bleu, this is the most dense pub sub you can get in the sense that it brings a lot of meat and a lot of different ingredients. Publix has done something new where they've added a bunch of different variations of the pub subs. For my own sanity and for the fact that it's pretty much just the same sandwich with different ingredients, I've taken the liberty of saving your time and my time. I'm just reviewing the bare bones chicken tender. Anyone who knows anything about pub subs knows where I'm going to rank this sandwich. It was never really a question of my mind when I started this video as to which pub sub was going to be the best, because in my heart and in my brain, I knew that the answer was always going to be chicken tender. I am going to put the chicken tender at S tier. However, along the way, I will say that there were a few contenders who really made it close. I hope you guys enjoy this video. So if you got some value of this, please hit the subscribe button. If you're into politics, this channel is really cool. Although I will say I do endeavor to do a few things outside of just the political. I try to give you guys valuable entertainment.